He's Stonebraker and he does stuff, yeah. Feel the hum of the wheels out there. Not perfect, but he dares to dream. Hit that subscribe, make that bell scream.
What's up, YouTube? Stonebraker does stuff, and I'm at my city park today. Beautiful Sunday, May 11th, 2025, Mother's Day. Hopefully you guys have given your mother all the love, all the money, the cards. Send her on that Caribbean cruise she's been wanting since the 70s. But today is a beautiful day, as I just said, and I've got the MokWheel out here in front of the old cabin, and I thought what better day than to do a range test on the MokWheel. This is a just under 20-hour battery. So the previous video on the hay bike, just under a 15-hour battery. We got 31 miles, give or take. So I'm assuming same riding conditions. The weather's about the same. Still got a little wind. I'm going to try to maybe see if we can go with the wind this time. So let's see how many miles we can get. I'm going to try to get this all done today. Last video I had an hour and 46 minutes of video, edited down to 45. I really want to try to keep this under 45. So if you see lots of jumps and cuts, just know that I'm doing it for you guys and also for me, so I'm not editing for 47 years. But let's get on the MokWheel Basalt 2.0. Again, it's just under a 20 amp hour battery. I think it's like 19.6 or 7. I'll put that right there. But let's go ahead and, yeah, I don't know the destination. I want to try to get on country roads because it's just easier instead of constantly stopping in town and going in the same area. But we'll see where the road takes us, and I'll see you on the road. All right, so we should be good now. I've got the screen recording Strava, so if this goes properly, which who knows if it will, you guys should be seeing my screen recording of the miles. It says we're at 0.33. We probably need to add a mile to that because I did ride from my apartment to the gas station, got me something to drink, and then I ate a little bit of a lunch at the park there before I recorded that. So whatever we finish, we'll go ahead and add another mile onto it. Hopefully the DJI mic is recording as well. I had recorded a little bit the ride from the apartment to the gas station, but I forgot to turn the mic on, so yeah. And we're not gonna have mismatching audio. So again, we are on the MokWheel Basalt 2.0. Gonna try to see what we can do range test wise. It's a beautiful day. I know I said that at the intro, but I can't stress enough. If it's like 79, 78, it's supposed to be about 80. I actually busted out the shorts. First time in the year, so if the yellow shorts don't keep me visible, the white legs will. But still got a long sleeve t-shirt on. Probably not the best idea. But it does get a little bit chillier, you know, when you're riding, so. And it is a little windy, and I told myself I was gonna try to ride against the wind, so that way I don't have the wind in my face, but that's exactly where I'm going right now. Wind is in my face. So with this video, I have no idea where we're gonna ride. I do know though that probably the final 6 or 7 miles, when I feel like I'm getting pretty low, I'm gonna make sure that I'm in town. But it is super nice out, guys. I can't, and it's about got beheaded by a tree limb. All right, looks like we got some people up ahead with a dog off of a leash. This might be interesting. Hello. Hi. See, I'm telling you people, when I get on these videos and I tell you that e-bikes in my town are becoming more popular, there you go. So right now, I am on the highway, speed limit 55 mph. And we're gonna try to see what we can do here to not get ran over yet. Get the speed up. I'm gonna constantly look behind my back in that mirror. If you got an e-bike and you don't have mirrors, definitely, I would highly recommend it. I rode an e-bike a couple weeks ago, somebody got a brand new one, and I was like, hey, let me test it out and just see what it's like. And I rode it, and it felt so weird to me because I'm so used to, okay, and there's a car coming now, but I'm so used to having the mirrors where I can constantly look beside me. I feel much more protected with the mirrors. I don't even know if it'd feel weird to me to ride a regular bike without mirrors. And thank you for passing me. So moral of the story is always get mirrors for your bikes. We're gonna have to give it a little more leg power here. Definitely into the wind. We're going about 25. Trying to avoid using any of the throttle. And there's a car coming behind me and a car up front. So living life on the wild side today. Mother's Day would sure not be a good day to get into that big accident. I would apologize if you're seeing this and you have 40-year-old kids like myself, 40-year-old grown men kids like myself. I apologize for the risk and danger, but sometimes you just gotta have a little risk and danger, right? That's what makes life exciting. And there is a car coming up behind me. So what we're gonna do right here, we're gonna take this right. You guys get a nice view of some corn silos. Is that what they're called? Yeah, silos. You can tell I live in a small town, but I'm not a big country boy. Kind of grew up in the country as a kid, but you know. What's up, Bruce? Hi, Ernest. Hey, is your name really Bruce? You responded to it. What's up, Ernest? Hi, Gertrude. Hi, Wilbur. Hey, Charlie Daniels. Hey, Vince McMahon. Little Vince. You guys enjoy your day. These people in town gotta be getting so mad that I'm just holding them up. Head back out this way. So Strava says we are 7.5 miles into the ride. Again, we're gonna add about a mile to that. And right now I'm just back on that same road I was just on, just in town. I'm not too knowledgeable about the MokWheel's battery gauge. It just gives you different colors of green. So I don't like that. I like when there's a percentage. With the hay bike, it has the green bars, which is nice, but also on the app, there's another e-biker. Hi. Also on the app, it actually gives you a percentage, which is nice. But I don't think I've ridden this bike for more than maybe 15 miles at a time, so this will be a first. I'm going to assume that the more the battery dies, and it's hard to see because the sun, it starts off lighter green. I'm assuming when the battery's dying, it'll get darker and darker, so we'll find out. But you know, we have a rough idea of what we can expect. But I may have to stand up here because as I talked about, my butt is not enjoying Mother's Day right now. Even though I'm enjoying the ride, don't get me wrong, love it. Whew. Had to sit up there a little bit. You think as much as I've ride these bikes and stuff, and you know, I put a comfier seat on it, you think I could go more than 10.4 miles without complaining about my butt hurting? So I don't want to turn this video into a complaint video, but yeah. These freaking cracks and bumps do not help either. I did bring all 4 batteries that I have for the GoPro. Speaking of those GoPro batteries, I would highly recommend, if you have a GoPro and you're wanting to purchase more batteries, I would definitely recommend actually buying GoPro batteries. What I bought was a little cube that you can plug 3 GoPro batteries in. They can be regular, or I don't want to say knockoff brand, but pretty much that's what I bought. So they're always charging, which is nice, but the ones I bought, they swell up. So they still fit inside of the GoPro, but I've noticed on the sides they've gotten thicker. So you kind of have to like shove them down into it a little bit. They've always worked. It's not any issues with it, but like anytime a battery swells a little bit, I don't think that's fully intended. So if I could go back and do it again, and if I was not cheap, I would spend the extra money and just buy the GoPro batteries. But I think for these 3 batteries and the little charging cube, I don't know, it was like $40. If I can find the Amazon link or the receipt of it, I'll post that up here. But you know, I definitely would go back and buy the GoPro branded ones, because I haven't had any issues with it. Still the same size, and they seem to last a little bit longer, I've noticed. Like I've got it in right now, so maybe this will last a bit longer than the other one. Alright, so there's not a whole lot of interesting stuff to see for the next couple miles. I have bumped it up to pedal assist 3, gear 7, and I've used throttle a few times when I'm stopped just to get going, but I'm trying to avoid using throttle just to get a realistic, you know, pedal assist test. I was in pedal assist 5 earlier on the main road, but ever since then I've been in 2 or 3, mostly 2, but we're in 3 right now. So I'll get back at you when I show you what I think I'm going to show you. I think. We'll find out. All right, fresh battery in the GoPro. I got to stand up for like 2 minutes. My butt feels fantastic. So we can go another 70, 90 miles. Yeah, right. I'll be lucky if I can go another 10 without my butt hurting again. Oh, there she goes. It's like a tradition now that the DJI mic has to go bye-bye. Ridiculous. You know what? I need a child-proof rubber coating on this mic, because every video now it's falling off of this necklace. Like, I know what I'm looking for out here, but I don't recall how far away it is. I definitely know that I rode out here once on an earlier video, and I had plenty of juice, as the kids say. So I'm not worried about that, but I can't remember how much farther away it is. And I would give it away, but then that does not, the people that are still watching, all 2 of you that have made it this far, I don't want to spoil it for you. But this right here is right along the Wabash River as well. Okay, that was a little scary. I didn't see that dude coming at all. See, I didn't even pay attention to my mirrors that time. That's why always ride to the right-hand side. Don't listen to me when I say no one's out here, just ride wherever. We have reached, as you guys can see on the screen, 17.5, 17.29 miles, because we're adding a mile again. Let me know if you guys like the Strava on the screen. I'm just recording it from my phone. I don't know how long it even records. I don't think I've ever did a screen recording on my phone more than like 15 seconds. So we'll see if it works out. Kind of a cool little idea. And obviously I'm not going to do that on all my videos, but the Hey Bike Ranger video, I was putting the Strava and the app both on the screen, and I was kind of forgetting you guys couldn't see it, so I could have been lying to you for all you know. And I don't think you can see my screen here. Maybe, I don't know. But about an hour into the ride, 58:13. We'll have to see how much of the video I've cut up until this point. But I truly think that we're getting pretty close to, the main reason I was riding out here. I've not been out here in months, so I'm hoping they're still out here. You'll see what I mean. I think this is a relative of mine. I know it's my cousin and my uncle's. I don't know if it's my uncle's uncle. I don't know. That's a really good question, but I know somehow I'm related to these people up here to what I'm going to try to show you, assuming it's still here. Here's a German Shepherd. Please don't bite me. Hi, buddy. Oh, he's tied up. That's the only worry about riding out here is people with a lot of dogs. They just kind of do the country dog life, and I'm not sure a country dog has ever seen a MokWheel Basalt and a dude with bright green shorts and pale ass white legs. They might get a little startled. Here we go. This is what I was going to show you guys. Okay. And they have some, and there's a freaking truck behind me, of course. But here's what I wanted to show you guys. All these tractors. Hopefully you guys can see them. I know he used to have a lot more. But yeah, how cool is that? Pretty sure he owned them all at one time and he's fixed them up. I know he's had a lot more than that. That is so cool though. I lost track. I was going to try to count them, but I'm not for sure how many they are. Pretty neat though. Alright, so this is gravel, but it's like hard packed. It's not really too much gravel at all. I feel like I am going the right way. I feel like it's up here on the right. Obviously, I'm not going to get out and do the trails, or we're going to have a 5-hour video. And I don't think the bike can go back there either. This is pretty cool though. It's gravel, but like I said, it's like hard packed and a little bumpy, but life's a little bumpy as well. Oh yeah, super cool here. See if you guys take a look at the left there. All right, so I'm gonna have to definitely give a little leg power to get up this hill. Just pedal assist 3. Got it on gear 7, but we're gonna get up it, no problem at all. And if my calculations are correct, it is right here on the right. Told you guys it was in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's the Portland Arch Nature Preserve, but okay, wow. Quite a few people out here. Go ahead and turn around. You know what? We may get a thumbnail here. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I'm not in West Virginia. I'm in Indiana. Country roads. Oh, state, come fix these country roads. Oh, these roads. Can I get a thumbnail? Can I get a second thumbnail? Let's see if we can. I don't know how good this is gonna look, but let's see what we can do. Can we get a thumbnail? Let's see how it looks, guys. Let's get down. This is Thumbnail City right here. All right, let's get one from up. Let's get one down. All right, let's see. You never know what thumbnail to use, so you always got to be on the lookout for a good, attractive thumbnail. Yeah, pretty cool. I figure some of the people that watch my videos, they may find those tractors interesting, and it's got a few more back there and a couple on the side. I feel like, I don't know for sure, but I think the guy that owns that passed away, and it's probably why not all the tractors are out there like they used to be, but I think it's his son or some relation kind of keeps him out there for people. All right, we've already seen this, right? You guys don't want to see the same area, so we're going to go ahead and head back into hyperspeed. I'm going to get my legs ready. I'm going to pedal like the metal, and the next time you see me, I don't know where we'll be, but we're 18.76 on Strava, 19.79 real life. So we'll be back when my legs tire out from hyperspeed right now. All right, my legs are tired. All that super speed. You see how fast my legs were moving? Woo! I'm gonna need to take an ice bath after that super speed. It's warmed up a little bit. I probably think we probably reached like 80 right now. I love it. And getting that little break up there to take that second of like the 5 thumbnails that I've tried to take. My butt doesn't hurt. It's warmed up a little bit. It feels perfect. About got ran over by a sheriff and a truck. Life is good. Hopefully life is good for you guys today. I don't know if you guys are also have e-bikes. It seems like a lot of the people that watch my videos do have e-bikes, which is awesome. So I love when people ask questions. If you have any questions about anything you've seen on this video besides my white legs, yeah, don't ask why. But if you have any questions about anything, the bike, the DJI mic, my terrible sense of humor, why my ass hurts sitting on an e-bike saddle after 15 miles, I'll try to answer them. I don't know how accurate I can be with that last question, but I'll try to answer all your questions. And we've done a great job so far. I've been in gear 7 most of this ride. I've got in pedal assist 3. I still question how torque sensors work when it comes to pedal assist, because technically, like, you know, there's more torque you're giving it, so I don't know. I'll have to try to explain that better, but like you can be in pedal assist 5 and a cadence sensor, it's automatically going to take you to the top speeds. But if you're on pedal assist 5 on a torque, but you're casually pedaling and you're going 15 instead of 25 or 28, technically, is that using like more power, you know, than using a lower pedal assist and going that speed? I don't know. But this pedal assist 3, I've been keeping it at like right under 20, like 19.7 to just over 20, or right at 20. So I'm curious again to see how that impacts. I think I have this set up to pedal assist 3 having a max speed of like 23 or 24. So you know what, let's pedal a little harder and see if it does go, you know, if it goes up to that. So if you give it a little bit more juice, it does. I mean, I'm at just under 23. So it definitely reacts to my white legs giving it the torque that it needs to get that. But I'm super comfortable and super smooth, keeping it right underneath 20 on pedal assist 3. And I know I told you I can't really judge the battery. I still have no idea what it means, but I don't know if I've seen any change to the battery, actually. I'm not for sure. We'll have to use our math skills here. We're at 21.4, so again, technically 22.4. When we get to like 35, I will try to keep it as close to town as possible. Because again, Hey Bike Ranger, I used more pedal assist on that because a lot of that ride I was on the main road and I was trying to go as quick as possible. And I used a little more throttle on that too. So maybe we can go a little bit over 40. I'm not sure. We'll see. Watch it die at like 26. All right, in an effort to keep this video under 7 hours long, we're gonna go ahead. Oh man, a lot of bumps there. Jesus. We're gonna go ahead and I'll do a cut right here. We're gonna cut it at 23.45 miles. Let's come back when we get a little bit closer to town, see where we're at, and then we'll see where we're gonna go next.
A few moments later.
All right, see how quick that was through the power of editing? So we're back into town. Gonna take a right, and these people don't have a license plate. Where's your license plate? Oh my God, that's so tiny. Very top right. All right, here we go. If I was a smart man, I would probably put it on pedal assist 5 or probably throttle as quickly as I can here, but you know what? Let's not. Let's just ride. There's a big area to ride on right here off the road. The only problem is there's a lot of broken glass, and I have already had terrible luck with the MokWheel when it comes to flat tires. 2.7 miles into the very first ride, boom, flat as the day. See if I can give you guys a view here of the Wabash River. Surprised there's not, there's a few people on the other side. So I'm surprised there's not people on the river today. Pretty low. Mutated fish, if you like mutated fish, that's definitely your area there. Yeah, so you guys are getting to see quite a bit of stuff that you've never seen on my videos. I've went out this way once, and I may have deleted that video too. Is when I went to there's a natural spring up here, about 6 miles from here that I rode to, and I went there and filled up some water bottles, and I used to go there all the time and get water. And then like a month after that, there was something on social media. I've never been up here. What is this? This is a cemetery? Okay. I never knew this. I always saw this little hill. I never knew what was up here. Okay. I'm going to assume that this is an old cemetery. I don't think there's anybody recent. Yeah, I've always seen this little hill up here, and I know, I think I've heard of the name of this cemetery. Now I know where it's at, actually. Huh. I never paid attention. I never knew there was a cemetery up here. Pretty interesting. All right, let's head down. May you guys rest in peace. Just cruising through on an e-bike, don't mind me. So we got probably 40 minutes. We'll see. We might be cutting it close. I don't know. This bike just keeps going and going. We're at 28.5 miles now. And I'm gonna throttle a little bit right here just to get off the road for now, because there's quite a few cars coming behind me. All right, so a little Ford dealership here. This place used to have a big lot on the south side of town, and I don't know how long ago it was, but they decided they closed that and they took over this place. So not a whole lot of selection, but I do like that Bronco right there. I've actually had my eye on that. Probably too much money though. And I'm not a fan of the Bronco Sports. We'll turn around, give you guys a look at vehicles that I cannot afford. And looks like we got some time here with no vehicles, so we're gonna try to book it. I do get a little anxious and a little bit of anxiety here when I'm out here on this road where, you know, people going 55 and 60. And there's not a big area where I can ride off the side of the road. Right here is not bad, actually. This is not a good spot to be right here. On this curve, people behind me can't see cars coming, and I ain't got much room to ride here. We good. We're about to hit 30 miles. So we're coming up on the threshold of the Haybike Ranger, which if I wanted to be technical, I probably could say maybe the Ranger died like right at 30. But again, I don't know if the Strava was accurate or the Haybike app was more accurate, because there was about a 2.5 mile difference. But I do know that for probably a half mile, I was kind of doing it myself. There was a little bit of assistance, but you know, it's not a truly accurate game. But I feel like confidence-wise, I feel pretty confident that we're gonna get at least 40 miles on this. Just past the state cop, he'll probably turn around and be like, "Why are you doing on a bike on this road?" That's probably the cop that everybody hates, by the way. He's kind of riding that person's ass, so I'll tell you that. Yeah, speed trap, it goes from 40 to 20, like that. So you always see a cop right there when you come into town, kind of sitting at that same spot. Well, let's go ahead and let's get another view of the Wabash from the other side. So this will be with the trail. Yeah, maybe one day I'll buy a boat. You never know. I used to feel like boats were super crazy expensive, but I mean, not really. Some of the boats I've seen have been cheaper than what I've paid for the e-bike, so yeah, maybe someday. I'm just not a fan of buying something like that and only being able to use it 4 months out of the year. I mean, you could say that with e-bikes, but really, I mean, I've ridden an e-bike every single month. So I can find one day in the month, even in those cold-ass winter months, where I can get out on the bike. Let's take a right here. And I need to drop it back down to pedal assist 3. gear 7. So again, this has a just under 20 amp hour battery. I'm yeah, very interested to see what the results are, because I mean, these are everyday tests. I like going out in the country because it's more wide open and I'm not having to stop and go, because I do like the throttle when I'm at a stop sign when I first get back on it, just to get going. I think a lot of people do that method, but when you're out in the country, it's just full speed ahead. And all right, we've now hit, so I'm just waiting for Strava to say 30, which obviously is going to be 31, so we're pretty much right at the hay bike. And just a second. All right, perfect. So we've now reached the maximum of the hay bike Ranger with the 14.4 amp hour battery. And I've still got 4 little bars on this, so we'll see. I mean, I would think we can, I'm telling you, because I've not been throttling and I've kept it out of the higher pedal assist levels and I've been pretty consistent with it, we might be able to go more than 40. I don't know if my battery will be able to go more than 40. We may have to cut this off at some point, go home, let me charge my battery, and I might even need to charge the DJI microphone. I didn't even think about that, actually. Yeah, I guess we'll find out during the video. Oh yeah. Okay, so that is awesome. A whole family out here coming out on our bikes on the trail. I love it. I love to see it, e-bike or non-e-bike. It's so nice to see other people out enjoying the weather. We are now an hour and 44 minutes into the ride. But now that we're 32 miles into the ride, and I factored in we could maybe do 40, we're definitely going to try to stay around town now. So that way, if the battery does die, we do have a small range to go. I just truly hope the microphone's working. I'm going to have a fun time editing this, though. I already know it, because I've had to stop and go with the batteries, and then I've had to try to hit record because the audio on the microphone is completely separate than the GoPro. So I have to, oh my God, I need to pay attention to where I'm riding over. But I gotta like set them up. So a lot of people will do a clap or something, so that way when they're editing, they can see the spike in the GoPro audio and the spike in the DJI audio, and then they can line it up. But I try my best to hit play on the GoPro the exact same time on the microphone, and then I will line it up, and then of course I delete the audio from the GoPro. But it's still like, it's gonna be a pain. I can already tell this is gonna be one that it's at 3:18, so let's say I got another hour out here, which that'll be like almost 3 hours. Wow. No, we'll probably have another like half hour out here. It's probably going to be all 3 hours editing. So this will probably be uploaded like 8 o'clock tonight. Depending on when I start the editing process. I don't know. Could not ask for a better day, though. Absolutely perfect. And if you guys have e-bikes, I was talking earlier about like, people watching these videos, if they have e-bikes or not. If you have e-bikes, what's your typical ride time? Do you like to get out and do long rides like this on a regular basis? Are you kind of like me, where you like to go out 3 or 4 times a week and just do 6 or 7 miles? Yesterday, I rode, I did about 12 miles yesterday in town. I didn't record it or anything. I just went out and I bought a Bluetooth speaker. Now I'm not the type, I don't like riding my e-bike around with just a speaker connected to it, because then it's gonna bother everyone else. So I always just use headphones or earbuds. When I do get the Favado Tuesday, as I mentioned way back in the video, we got more e-bikers up here. Awesome. Is it the same people? No. Hi. Hi. And I just forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, when I get the new bike this week, I checked the weather. I think we're supposed to have really good weather, like pretty much all week. I look forward to it. So I will have a video during the week on the new bike. It'll probably be, it's not gonna be an unboxing because you guys don't wanna see me unbox it. It's the worst thing ever. It's like getting your teeth pulled and stubbing your toe at the same time. But I will take it out for a first ride video, and legit first impressions, I'm gonna take it out with no miles. So that way you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. You know, I'm expecting just a standard e-bike, 26 by 4 inch e-bike, fat tire e-bike, you know. It's a cadence sensor, so, you know, I definitely know all about the cadence sensors. So I'll have completed what I wanted in my e-bike journey. For now, at least, for now. I will say though that when I get home, one thing I am going to do is purchase a drink holder for this. Probably just going to be a cheap one that goes on the frame, nothing fancy. Just something that I can put a drink on when I've been riding 34 miles and I'm rather thirsty. And this is the guy that bought my e-horror bike. Looks like he's got a nice little party going on, probably swimming. But yeah, that's Ron. He bought the e-horror X5. He's been out a few times. I need to go out riding with him actually one day. He posted a couple weeks ago where he rode his bike to the next school over to watch his granddaughter play softball. So that is probably like 10 miles from here. And it's a lot of the back roads that I was taking at the beginning of this video. So I thought that was pretty neat. Like, I figured he would just be the type that would just kind of ride it in town, you know, on the trails like I do. But no, he definitely took it out. He is coming from a Harley. So he had a Harley. I think his wife made him sell the Harley. So I guess the next best thing is to get an e-bike. And I gave him a good deal on that e-bike too. And right now I'm down to 3 squares. So how many miles that means, I have no idea. Right now though, we're just under 35 miles and no, I don't feel any loss of power. I'm still pedal assist 3, rocking and rolling at just under 20 miles an hour, sometimes right at 20. So I think we're gonna hit 40. The real question is are we gonna hit 45? Am I gonna hit that squirrel? That's another question that we can ask. There's another cemetery up here. And then to the left, you're gonna see our high school's sporting complex. So this is where all the high school teams play their games, soccer, softball, baseball. Within the last 5 or 6 years, they put new tennis courts out here, which is nice. And you see the tennis courts, the newest addition. Can we ride on this? Can we ride on this? The gate is unlocked. Let's do it. Oh man, I feel like I'm breaking some law here. Yeah, so the track, we're on the track of the football field. If you guys are watching this, very small stands, that is the home. The football team's not really respected. I'm just gonna say that. They've not been good since I think like 1847. We've always had a pretty good baseball team, and the soccer team has always been really good. And basketball's been good. They've kind of struggled the last few years, but we've always had one of the best basketball teams in the smaller school area, like Class A. And then here's the away team. Man, it's been so long since I've really even been out here. All right, so I do see we're down to 2 bars, and they have gone red. So now we're starting to get down to the nitty gritty, and we're at 35.66 miles. And going up a little hill here, trying to see if we can make it back to the trail, and then see if we can get just a little bit closer to home. I don't know how long these 2 red batteries will last. But I mean, we've taken this out on you know, some hills. Legit a true life test, not just on a treadmill test. This is a uphills, downhills, throttle barely sometimes, you know, generally pedal assist 2, and I'd say probably half of it's been pedal assist 3, and we've been in gear 7. Okay, well now we're back up to 3 bars, green, so I think it may have just been going uphill a little bit. I'm not sure. All right, back to 2 red bars. One of them's kind of orange. I don't know if you guys can see that actually. What, 30, just under 37 miles. I would say the conditions today are pretty comparable to the conditions with the hay bike. On the right, I would probably say the wind is just about the same. But I have had less speed on this ride. I've done less throttle on this ride. But I did try to get, you know, some of the, I would say like the conditions, like road-wise, were pretty much really similar. We'll take a right here. Yeah, guys, so I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do in this video. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it below 45 minutes. We may be looking at like 50 minutes. So I had a few people tell me they like the longer videos. So if you like the longer videos, then this is definitely your type of video. Assuming the battery in the GoPro is still alive and the DJI mic is still alive. All right, so in the interest of being completely fair and honest, I was so worried about the GoPro battery dying that I completely forgot that my SD card was full. So yeah, I don't know where that cut off, but good thing it cut off towards the end of the ride. I've still got 1 bar. We are at 39.20 per Strava. Again, we're gonna add like a mile on that. So I think we're gonna be pretty close to the 40 miles that I assumed. I don't know how far we're gonna be able to go with this red blinking line, but we're not gonna risk it. We're not gonna drive, we're not gonna ride too far. I'm just gonna stay in the area. Here you can see I'm still going up hills, so it's not like I'm trying to stay on a completely flat surface. And we still getting some, we are, okay, good. We have dropped down from about 19 to 20 to 14. And I'm gonna let it coast down this hill just a little bit. I feel like we can get a couple more miles out of it. I think it's safe to say, at least for me, you can pretty much get a little over double the size of your battery. So with the hay bike, it was just under a 15 amp hour battery. I got 31 miles. This is just under a 20 amp hour battery, and I've reached 40. I'll probably get like 41 or 42. So come on, baby, run out of battery. Daddy wants to edit. So it's funny that I just actually bought a new SD card last night. It's funny because when I bought one, I couldn't remember what size I had. So me being how I am, when I bought the SD card, I don't buy the cheapest, I don't buy the most expensive, I buy the one right in the middle. And for some reason I was thinking I bought the cheapest one. No. So the one I bought is the exact same one I already had, 128 gig. I should have just spent an extra 15 bucks and bought the 250 some. But, you know, wasn't thinking. Man, and this thing is, it's not gonna die. It's taking me right back up to 18. Wow. I'm gonna use my turn signals here like a real safe e-bike rider. Oh, there's no throttle though. Definitely no throttle. So it's gone. Oh, turn signal's on. How do I turn that off? Okay. There we go. Come on, baby. Let's finish strong. So let's pull in and see where we're at. Lesh, it's about dead right now. All right, guys, so let's keep going. I mean, I can't say it's dead right now because this is throttle, all 0.4 or 4 miles an hour of it. Can we throttle up? Oh my God, it is so done. I want to get to that 43. So throttle's dead. There is no throttle now, but it's still giving me just a little bit of juice. So until that little bit of juice is gone, we're gonna just keep doing little paths around my little area here. We'll take a left, pull into the VFW here. Oh my God, this baby does not want to die. All right, we're gonna make it back, then we're gonna call it. We are going to call it. So it looks like we're gonna finish just under 43 miles. You know, give or take a little bit. I probably could go 43, so we're just gonna say 43. As long as it makes it here with juice. Definitely. All right, so officially, as soon as I put the kickstand down, we're calling it. All right, guys, 41.69. Man, I'd be confident to say you could probably get 33 to 30 or 43 to 44 miles on this, given my take. So, yeah, appreciate you guys spending your time helping me waste my time. Curious to see how long this video is once I edit it. I guess we're gonna find out. See you in the next one.
Stonebraker does stuff.